Hey everyone, I've been testing out the Pulsar PGD105TiSCO inverter generator for the past few weeks, and I have to say, it's the first time I've felt like a portable generator actually does what it's supposed to without making me want to wear earplugs or move to another neighborhood. Most of the cheap ones I've tried in the past either sound like a small airplane taking off or run out of juice just when you need them most. This one? It's quiet, it's powerful, and it actually gives you options on what to fuel it with. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. One of the biggest headaches with portable generators is always the fuel situation. You buy one that runs on gasoline, then you realize you need propane for camping, and natural gas would be perfect for backup power at home, but none of them play nice together. The PGD105TiSCO solves that by letting you switch between gasoline, propane, or natural gas with just a few turns of a valve. I've used all three fuels in different scenarios, and it's honestly a relief not to have to store multiple generators or worry about running out of one type of fuel when another is available. I ran it on propane during a weekend camping trip and didn't have to deal with the fumes or the weight of gasoline cans. Then, when I tested it at home as a backup power source, I hooked it up to my natural gas line, and it just ran without me having to think about refueling for hours. Speaking of power, this thing is no joke. It's rated at 10,500 watts, which is more than enough to run my fridge, freezer, sump pump, and even a few lights during an outage. I plugged in my 1.5-ton window AC unit just to see what would happen, and it handled it without breaking a sweat. Most portable generators in this range either struggle with big appliances or shut down under load, but this one kept chugging along smoothly. The outlets are well thought out too. There are multiple 120V outlets, a 240V outlet for larger tools or appliances, and even a couple of USB ports for charging smaller devices. I've used it to power my power tools on a job site, and it was perfect for keeping phones and tablets charged while we were working. Now, let's talk about the noise. At 62 decibels, it's about as loud as a normal conversation or a dishwasher running in the next room. I've had generators that sound like a lawnmower revving up right next to your ear, and it's just not pleasant, especially if you're trying to use it in a campground or near your house. This one is quiet enough that I've run it overnight without waking up the neighbors or my own family. The inverter technology really makes a difference here. It smooths out the power output so it's clean and stable, which is great for sensitive electronics like laptops, TVs, or even medical equipment. The remote start feature is another game changer. Instead of having to pull a cord or fiddle with a choke, I can just press a button on the included remote and the generator fires up. It's especially handy when it's cold outside or if the generator is a little farther from where I'm working. I've also appreciated the electric start option on the generator itself, which is great for those times when the remote battery dies or you misplace it. The 6.9-gallon fuel tank is a nice size too. It gives you about 10 hours of runtime at half load, which is more than enough for most situations. I've run it for 8 hours straight without refueling, and it still had plenty of gas left. I do have a couple of minor gripes, though. First, it's not exactly lightweight at around 230 pounds. That's to be expected with a generator this powerful, but it's definitely not something you're going to carry around by yourself. You'll need at least 2 people to move it safely, or a good dolly. Second, the propane and natural gas hoses aren't included in the box. You have to buy those separately, which is a bit of a hassle. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you're planning to use those fuel sources right away. Overall, the Pulsar PGD105TiSCO is a solid generator that does what it promises. It's quiet, powerful, and versatile, with the added convenience of remote start and multiple fuel options. If you're in the market for a portable generator that won't drive you crazy with noise or fuel limitations, this one is definitely worth considering. Check it out using the link below if you want more details or to see current pricing.